Welcome to the Be Amazing At channel. This chemistry revision tutorial is designed to help you be amazing at elements, compounds and mixtures. In the previous video, we looked at examples of different elements and the structure of the periodic table. We can divide the periodic table into metals or metallic elements, which are found on the left-hand side, and the non-metals or non-metallic elements, which are found on the right-hand side. Each element has its own unique symbol. For example, sodium has the symbol Na, oxygen has the symbol O, and chlorine has the symbol Cl. You'll notice that some elements have one letter and some have two, but remember that each element has one capital letter. In this free science lesson, we'll be looking at elements, compounds, mixtures and molecules. You should then be able to describe and explain what they are and apply your knowledge to the examples you are given. In this retrieval task, let's see what you already know about this topic. Try and do this without looking at your notes. Take a look at these two diagrams. What do you think they represent? Try pausing the video to give yourself some thinking time. It's a solid because the particles are close together and in a regular pattern. It's also an element because it's made of only one type of atom, or the same type of atom. This one's also a solid, but this one is a compound because it's made of different atoms that are joined or bonded together. Compounds are formed when different elements react together. This equation shows that copper has reacted with the element oxygen and has formed a new substance. This new compound is called copper oxide. The particle diagram also shows this because each element only has one type of atom, but the new compound formed has a combination of them both, and they are all bonded together. So an element can be defined or described as a substance that contains only one type of atom. It doesn't matter how many atoms there are, but it only has one type, and all of these elements are found in the periodic table. A compound can be described as being made up of different elements or atoms that are chemically joined or bonded together, such as sodium chloride, water, and carbon dioxide. The other terms you need to know are mixtures and molecules. A mixture is made of different substances that are not all joined together. Mixtures can also be physically separated using techniques like filtration, crystalisation, distillation, or even chromatography. If you want to learn more about these separation techniques, there's a link to this video in the description below. A molecule is made of atoms that are joined or bonded together. These atoms can all be the same, or they can be different. This means you have molecules of elements, like oxygen and chlorine, and you can also have molecules of compounds, such as water and carbon dioxide. Now let's look how we can apply this to some different examples. Which ones are elements and which ones are compounds? Pause the video to give yourself some thinking time. The elements were lithium, cobalt, and nitrogen. Even though the nitrogen has a little 2, that just means it has 2 atoms of the same element which are joined together. This means it's a molecule of the element nitrogen. The others are compounds, called potassium fluoride, water, and calcium nitrate. They are compounds because they have different elements which are joined together. And finally, which of these are elements and which ones are compounds? Pause the video to give yourself some thinking time. Interpreting formulae and naming compounds can be tricky, so if you want to revise it further, click on the link in the description below to a separate video. The elements are chlorine and argon. All the rest are compounds because they have different types of elements and the atoms are joined together. Before we finish, have a think about how confident you are at describing, explaining and applying the concepts of elements, compounds, mixtures and molecules. If your notes are complete, you understand it, give yourself a happy face. And why not try some exam-style questions on this topic, either in the workbooks at beamazingat.com or in the next video. The link's in the description below. If you struggle to remember or explain some of the key ideas, or you need to finish your notes, why not rewatch the clip? If you're not confident, don't worry, but make sure you do something about it. Why not try watching the memory aid video? It teaches you how to revise or ways to remember this topic, and then you could rewatch this video. Stick at it, you'll get there in the end. I hope you found the video useful and feel happier or more confident. Please remember to share, like and subscribe to the channel so you can get notifications when the next videos come out. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be safe, be kind, be amazing.